Hello my Beatles friends, welcome back to another video. So, now it's a new video about new Beatles finds, and I recently came back from Israel, and much to my surprise, Israel was a very successful hunt. So, everything I show you today, except one item, is brought from Israel. I mean, the LPs. But first of all, I'd like to start with singles, just to get it out of the way. So first of all, what I found is this American issue of Beatles Obladi Oblada and Julia, numbered single. Number is 188034 on capital, printed in USA. The cover is damaged with mold, but anyway, it's intact, no splits, no nothing. And the record, as you can see, almost mint condition, almost unplayed. Well, nice to have my first American single. As you all know, I'm not a big fan of American releases, but anyway. And here comes another one. This is American issue of John Lennon's Plastic Ono Band, Cold Turkey, and Don't Worry, Kyoko Mom is only looking for a hand in the snow. Also, very good condition. And this is standard Apple cover, which is also printed in America. British issue of George Harrison's single My Sweet Lord, Isn't It a Pity? Or is it British? Ah no, sorry, it's German. Or? Yeah, sorry, it's a German. In absolutely stunning condition. I just ran into it accidentally on a flea market. I have this one, but I decided to buy another one. Something very unique, very special, and something that most of you do not have. That's for sure. This is a Soviet Union flexi disc in a paper sleeve like that. On Melodia label, with a unique picture cover, which was issued only in Georgia, in my hometown, and it says here Tbilisi. And this is Octopus Garden, Something and Come Together. And this is a transparent blue flexi. A very rare and unique item. Not because it's on Melodia and it's Russian. It's Soviet, not Russian. It's Georgian from Soviet Union, to be exact. But this is the only issue of this single, well, EP I would say, that has Beatles faces on it. All the others are coming with a Melodia standard cover. Okay, now we're talking about Beatles albums. This one, standard blue, but this is a Israeli pressing. And to find this thing in an Israeli issue in such a condition was a rarity. Thanks to Mr. Eli Fichman, Mr. Eli Records. He's the one who was with me there and he helped me. He convinced me to buy this one. Let me show you the label. The label is red Parlophone label, which is an early issue and it's rare. It doesn't have inserts, but I seriously doubt that there were inserts at all with this issue. Well, if Ellie didn't say anything, then there was not. Right, Ellie? I'm waiting for your comment, actually. Okay. All right. Next one, we continue with Israelis. George Harrison, Extra Texture. And please notice that we have letters here in Hebrew, writing in Hebrew, which is kind of rare. It's not a gimmick cover, it's a standard cover, but we have here Hebrew letters, which is rare, which is unique to find. That's the album. Stunning condition. And that's the black Parlophone label. Next one, another George Harrison album, another Israeli pressing. It has Hebrew text here on the back, but other than that, it's a standard cover that we all know. But what's interesting here that this one has an insert. The insert that should be in the normal pressing, it's an inner sleeve, but here it's a two-sided insert. And it comes on this label. Yeah, and it says here also made in Israel. Made in Israel on Dark Horse Records. Kind of rarity. Okay, the fourth Israeli album, and this one is the most unique one. This is Ringo Starr's Sentimental Journey, but this is the front cover. First of all, it's in a black and white, and it's a back cover. And the back original cover is actually the front and is laminated. So on the front cover you have the song listing and Ringo. This picture should be the back cover. And this one is the front cover. And there are no texts written on the... Yeah, but according to this stereo sign you know that it's Israeli. And this is on standard Apple label. But the problem is that there is no Hebrew text on this album, so we don't really know. But according to the signs, you know that it's an Israeli one. I've been hunting for this album for a long time, and finally I found it. So my trip to record stores in Israel with Mr. Eli Fichman was very, very successful. Okay. Another huge score. This is Let It Be album, the Argentinian pressing. Now, what's unique about this one? First of all, this cover, I mean, standard, absolutely normal cover that we know. And he says it has here the sticker, which is stereo. But here it has a SIM split. And I thought, it's in a bad condition, I don't want to buy it. Yeah. But then I noticed that it's not a SIM split, that it's a flip that has to be glued. The spine actually is on the bottom. So it opens like that, not like that. So the spine here is on the bottom, and here we just have a dry glue. All I gotta do is just glue it, and that's it. And also here on top, the glue is dry. So I have to glue this part here, and I have the complete cover intact. And the spine, which is on the bottom, is absolutely untouched. This is the first time I see it, and it's a very unique one. What's also interesting about this issue, that it comes with this unique insert, inner sleeve. It's a standard Odeon inner sleeve, but it has Beatles, multiple Beatles pictures here. We also have Muhammad Ali, the boxer, and many others, and some album covers. I've never seen this one. It's a very, very beautiful one. And the record is on standard Apple label with Odeon credits on it. Another nice score, thanks to Mr. Eli Fichman. French Help from 1971, the reissue. That's the cover, that's the front, that's the back in absolutely great condition. And the label is light bluish, sky blue. This is a reissue from 1971, but those labels, those issues sound amazing. Those labels, also Beatles in Italy, are surprisingly good sounding quality records. Now here come three last but not least. This is a major rarity. Now, according to the cover, you know that it's standard cover. It's a club edition and it's not rare. But what makes this album unique is the following. It has to be it was released on Odeon label, but there is a mistake. There's a very unique misprint. Here, instead of Odeon, we have Columbia. I don't know if you can see it or not. Let me just zoom in. We have Columbia here. This is very unique and very rare to find. I think there was a misprint on some other albums. I know that there is a Beatles for Sale. Instead of Odeon, there is a Columbia and so on. So this one is a very, very rare and very hard to find. And two, last but not least, two American pressings. I just said that I don't really like American pressings, but this one are VJ. Both original. I was amazed. I was shocked. So let's start with the introducing. So that's the cover. That's the back. We have Ask Me Why, Please Please Me. So which tells me that it's a second variation actually. And the label is a standard black label, but we have Beatles above the whole, which makes it original. Here comes another one. That's the Please Please Me. I was amazed. It was actually found by my brother in a VG condition. And also, it has black label with Beatles above the whole. And I couldn't believe my eyes. I have two original VJs in one day. Also, I found this something new American, but the cover was damaged, so I had to toss it. Standard, something new issue. Also, my brother found me this Bangladesh, the German issue. I've shown this one previously on my channel, nothing special about it. And with all the Beatles singles, I have to mention, this is not Beatles, but it's a very unique item and I really wanted to find this one. This is Freddie Mercury's Living on My Own. This was together with the Beatles singles, so I just grabbed it. So it's a little tribute to Mr. Freddie. Alright, so these are my latest finds. That was a very unique and very interesting trip with Mr. Ellie, and I met all the other guys in Israel. We had a nice dinner, and yeah, the best score in Israel so far. Alright, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next videos. Bye bye.